COVID-19, aka coronavirus. I think we're all feeling a little bit down in the dumps about this whole situation, and today I gotta stop that. Gotta put a smile back on my face. We gotta go out, we gotta ride. Today isn't about speed, it isn't a race. We're not chasing Strava KOMs. Today, we're out there to give the brain a bit of a break, give it a stretch, clear the mind. We're going to do what we love, ride bikes and clear our heads. And you're all going to come with me for the journey, and I hope you feel better after this too, because I know I did.
Kip.
That's my dog Kip. He's a black labradoodle and he loves K-Reed as well, just like me, and my mum's going to take him for a little walk while I go ride the trails. Gotta decide where I'm going today, but I'm pretty sure it's just going to be chill. Have just a bit of a pedal and see where it goes. Just about to pull into downtown, as you can see here, the first downhill track of the ride, and after this first drop right here, I just feel it all go away. All the stress that's been built up over the past couple of weeks is just floating away. Riding fast on two wheels through the trees is a whole nother feeling. I'm transported to another world when I'm on my bike. Nothing can compare to this feeling. Smashing rocks and roots as I'm riding through, sun in my eyes, the wind in my ears, it's just amazing. It's a whole nother feeling, and I really encourage everyone to get out on their bikes this weekend and give it a go. I know it's self-quarantine, I know it's isolation, but the mountain bike tracks are pretty isolated. I won't tell anyone. It's definitely good, and I'm already feeling so much better as I move from downtown, moving on to Rock Drop, I think. Coming through the more technical section now, my mind is completely clear, nothing but mountain biking running through it right now. Gotta focus where I'm putting my wheel, how I'm riding through, my pedal strokes are counting, just everything is gone but focusing on the trail. I know there's a drop coming up, the only thing on my mind is what's ahead of me, tunnel vision. It works, everything's gone. No stress, I'm not thinking about anything else, I'm thinking about school, I'm not thinking about sports other than bikes. I'm not thinking about anything that we've lost in this, I'm thinking what I'm gaining. And there's a tree, and I jumped over that tree, that's pretty lit. Now probably by now you're asking, Lockie, why are you riding bikes? If you're so stressed about Corona, why are you out trying to catch it right now on a bike? Well, I can tell you one thing. Sport is the only thing that keeps me motivated right now. Well, not the only thing. Family keeps me motivated, friends keep me motivated, and sport keeps me motivated. And sport's one of those things that it's a necessity in life. If you don't have it, you just drive yourself insane. It's like drinking, it's like breathing, it's like eating. People don't think it is, but to some people, that's exactly how it is. And I know all athletes, even people who don't have to be athletes, anyone who likes to keep an active lifestyle and loves to move will agree with me on this. You have to get out and you need to move. Otherwise you'll just sit there fidgeting, you'll be stressed, you won't know what to do, your mind feels cluttered. When you release endorphins from doing rides like this, it clears up your brain, and there's a chemical imbalance that actually goes on inside your head that won't let you feel sad. It's pretty crazy shit, like science is going off right now. And everyone can relate to this, how riding is just going to free you up. And maybe you don't ride, maybe you can't relate. I really think you should try. Like, this will change your life.
Hi, what the?
Finished up downtown there, and now I'm riding up to the skills park where I've done many firsts here. This is where it all began, and I've come to try and relearn some crank flips on this. And put it in the slow-mo and everything. Well, didn't really go. Got the nose into manual though. That felt cool. They were both first try, by the way. And I rode up to these jump line, which I've had many experiences on these. Got a lot of films, a lot of crashes on here. All the memories, like, these are the kind of things that you can't buy memories. Memories are something that you make by going out and doing something. Like, this is a lot of fun. I just remember everything that's going on here. Kind of missing my friends at this point, but you know, Corona, can't ride with people. It sucks, but so now I decided that, you know what, I'm gonna go through this secret track and get you guys some cool footage of this, like, log ride kind of thing. No, boardwalk. And then there's this big fucking tree here. You'll lift the bike up and walk through, but you know, it's all part of the process. Fun exploring through the bush and, you know, improvising. If everything's the same, it's not as fun. So I made it over this tree. Tried to jump on the bike, but then kind of got stuck. Ready? You'll see. Yep. Couldn't get moving, but as you can see there in the front, that's a boardwalk, and I was trying all of this effort just for this 5 meters of boardwalk right here. This is fun. Oh, that's over. But now we're back to the big boardwalk, which I could have avoided the big tree for. And yeah. So Cateri is a really unique place. You don't really see these other boardwalks around Launceston. And it's really cool. You're above the mudlands going through, no one else there. It's a pretty cool feeling. But you don't want to be falling off these. You'll get either muddy or, yeah, you'll just get muddy. To switch up the chest mount thing, so I decided to take it off, and I'm just holding the chest mount right now, and it looks the exact same, just panning around. Oh, trying to go no hands over that bump. It worked, but no, this really added nothing to the video, and GoPro went flat. Quick battery change and we're all good. And I've never run a battery flat on the GoPro before. That is the first battery I've ever run out, so you know I've been filming a lot today. If you're watching this and you've been riding with me before, you know that I have the world's worst drivetrain. It is so blunt that my chain falls off every 2 seconds, and I've only included them in a couple of times this video, but it happened quite a bit behind the scenes. But the reason I got to put the chain back on is 1, to ride, but 2, it's an epic jump coming through here, and I didn't really get the style right, but you know, airtime's airtime. And I slowed it down for you, so take a look at this. Okay, I now just realised how anticlimactic that was, but you know, cool wall ride there. And now we've got to start the dreadful climb to the top. And when I say dreadful, I mean berm switchbacks that go on forever. And it just seems like, oh, you've reached the top? No, you have not reached the top. It just goes for so long, and my leg's a little bit hurting. again trying to switch up the angles, also just trying to give me a break from climbing, but you know, it looks kind of cool. And I had to run up this hill, set up the GoPro and go down. I know I shouldn't be telling you the camera tricks behind the scenes, but you know, I put a lot of effort into it. And here's more of me struggling up the berms, but you know, by now I'm thinking too much about the climb that I'm not worrying about anything else in the world right now. I'm just enjoying my time on the bike and thinking about the sick things I'm gonna do on the descent. Speaking of the descent, here we are now. Before you descend, always gotta remember one thing. Send it. Got that written on my forearm at all times. If it's not there, grab a Sharpie and chuck her on. Because now it's time to descend. I freaking love this track. The highway track's one of the most fun tracks at Kate Reid, just because it's perfect Kate Reid, like everything. It symbolizes Kate Reid. It is iconic Kate Reid. The sandy berms, they're just so loose, you have to hold on for dear life. And good for roosting, but I'm just trying to go down the hill. But it's pretty hard to turn around the berms with this sandy. You just gotta trust the traction on your tires and hope for the best. Step up and bang. Whoa, that was a bit awkward. But you know what? This is the reason I came to highway. I'm going back up the hill and I'm setting up the camera and we're trying to manual across the table. Not the table, the step up. Ooh, yeah, got it first try. And then I was being dumb. I was like, you know what? 180. No. But you know what?
Maybe now. Just a little bit more practice with those before I take it to the dirt.
One smooth transition later, we're back on the chest mount and I'm back on the bike. We're going to do the second half of highway now, and I am not too confident on this part because honestly I'm pretty slow on this half, but we'll play it through anyway, just for the enjoyment of watching me suffer. Recently I've taken a bit of a break from mountain biking and boy do I regret it. I am loving it here, it's so fun just cruising through this downhill section right now. Coming up to some uphill, but I know there's downhill coming pretty soon. I've just missed it, honestly. Everything is about it. Oh, shortcut. I've just missed riding bikes. It's a good feeling. I've been replacing it with rowing so far, but it's all good until it all gets cancelled. But you can't cancel riding because I'm riding right now in Corona times. But I'm staying 1.5 meters away from anyone I see, and so far haven't seen very many people. I had to cut that one short, it was going on for too long, but quick selfie with the GoPro. Didn't actually send it to anyone, bad quality, but I did it for the video anyway. Chucked that one in the pocket and we're going across more boardwalks because it's home time. I've had enough of riding and I'm quite satisfied. And usually when you get tired after riding you start to get grumpy, but at this point, like nothing in the world could make me sad anymore. Riding is going to only make me happy. Sped up the footage a little bit here so we can get going to the road so I can head home, and I got a little bit of a plan for where we're going, but on the ride home we're going to talk about gratitude. Because when you're in times like these you really need to dig deep and look for the things you're grateful for, and a good friend of mine taught me that. You just got to focus in on the good things to bring out more good things from life. If you focus on the bad, you're only going to attract bad things to you. So, what am I grateful for? Well, number one, I'm grateful for my family for keeping me safe during these times of crisis and keeping me away from school because they know that something bad could happen there, something bad could happen to the family. Like, we can't afford that, and family is number one. Like, my family's there for my mum, my dad, my sister, happy little family. Oh, and my dog Kip, because we saw him before and we know we love him. Grateful number two, I am grateful for my friends, because we're lucky we're having this kind of pandemic in times like these where we have phones, where we have the internet, we can FaceTime our friends and call them and text them whenever we want, and it's a pretty amazing time to be alive, to be honest. We have magic little squares, rectangles in our pocket that we can just communicate with anyone in the world. It's pretty sick. Number three, what am I grateful for? I am grateful for my bike. Without it, I couldn't have done this today, and I couldn't have let my mind think. Well, there are other ways. I could have ran, could have gone for a run, could have gone for a swim, but bike is my preferred mode of transport. Anything with wheels really just sells it to me. Now that I've gone through everything I'm grateful with, and I hope everyone at home has also gone through everything they're grateful for, we can start to think about the new chapter, the next day, the new motivation. Now that rowing's been cancelled and I just don't have any motivation for anything anymore. Like, when you get something like that ripped away from you, that's the reason you wake up in the morning, the reason you train, the reason you feel pain. It just gets taken away. It really hurts. It kind of makes you feel lost. That's why I'm out here on the bike today. I have control on the bike. When I'm riding the bike, no one else is telling it where it's going. It's not doing it, I'm doing it. We're doing it together. And it gives me a sense of security knowing that. And it feels good to be in control of something. And now that I'm in control of the bike, I feel like I can control my life again. So it's time to find that new motivation. And I think everyone at home who's lost motivation should also try and dig deep and find it. I reckon the motivation for now is going to be the 2020 season of rowing. No, screw that, the 2020/2021 season of rowing. So we're going to be focusing on opens now. I've got a no-go at home that I'm going to start using in grinding. Got to get really good on that, but I can't just stick to ergos and rowing and stuff. I've got to bring in bikes back into it, I've got to bring in running, bring in the gym, CrossFit, the whole lot, because variation is key to motivation. And if you lose variation, you lose motivation. And if you just do one thing repetitively over and over and over again, it really starts to lose its novelty and it doesn't become fun anymore. It just becomes quote unquote training. Training's good, but when it becomes training, like, I don't want to do this anymore. What's the point? The reason we do this is because we love it, because we all love it, because it helps our brains relax, it helps us breathe, it helps us live. Popping some mannies here through the streets, honestly, like, that is the best thing. So nice, clear open streets, no cars, all that's one there, but, you know, popping mannies. Now the day is over and we've done our riding for the day, it's time to fuel up on hot chips. I've been waiting to come to this place for so long. I love the chips here, they're so good. Drenched in chicken salt, and it's just the best thing you've ever eaten in your life. Coming here to get $5 worth of chips because I'm a fat boy. Play with the hair. Guy next to me there, a tradie bloke, had a good chat with him. You know, he seems to be enjoying life right now. But I stayed 1.5 meters away from him because, you know, Corona. Put the chest mount back on, coming to pick up the chips and figure out how I'm gonna ride home like this when I didn't bring a backpack. It's gonna be interesting. As you can see, we have successfully acquired the package. We have the chips. Time to head home. Now, I've never ever run a single battery like down to flat when filming with the GoPro. Today, I ran 2 out. Just then with that cut, that was the battery dying in the GoPro. So I had to film this clip at home when I got home on my phone to, you know, wrap up the whole segment and just say, thanks for watching.